We are here in Struandale, Gqeberha, the home of Isuzu here in the Eastern Cape, and today they will officially open the new mass production line to produce the new Isuzu D-MAX. This D-MAX is the 7th in its generation and officially the first under 100% Japanese ownership. It is my understanding that an investment of about 1.2 billion rand has been put into this production plant, but it's estimated rather that about 2.8 billion rand will be generated through the longevity of this program. For the past 2 years, Isuzu has put extensive work into creating this production line to produce these heavy and light commercial vehicles. But I'm joined now by CEO Mr. Tom, who can maybe just tell us a little bit about the production line, sir, how it differs from the one that you guys currently have, and will your old production line, keep going, or are you going to close it completely?
Kim, thanks. Quite an exciting moment for us. As you've said in your intro, we are now on generation 7 of these vehicles. I mean, if you think of it, we started building them in 1978. So we've been doing this for 44 years. So quite exciting. And also, I mean, this is the first investment by Japan. So for us, these vehicles differ slightly from the current one because we're using newer technology. And when we speak to our employees, they tell us the new vehicles are much easier to build, which was exciting for us because now from a people point of view, they're more comfortable in building them. And also we're using the latest technology. I mean, like the engines we're using are the latest, and also they are very environmental friendly. But what we're doing, which we haven't done before, is some of the current generation vehicles will be continuing. We will be making them available on the local market and also the fleet, but also the rest of the African market, because whatever we produce here, what we export it within Africa. I mean, we're exporting to about 30 countries in Africa. We've also got a setup in Kenya where we produce the vehicles, then they complete it, and we are in the process of doing another setup in Ghana, which talks to the African Free Trade Zone. So we're busy with that and exporting within Africa.
Mr. Tom, before I touch on your export market, let's just keep it a little bit local right now. If we look at the old generation line and the new generation line, you said some of the old production is still going to be going. Does that mean you guys have employed more people, or does Isuzu have more workers now on this new production line?
We're still using the same stuff we had. You must remember, Kim, when we went through the pandemic, we didn't retrench a single employee. We kept them. Now we're fully utilizing them, and as opportunities arise of employing more people, we will do that. But currently, what we're doing is to sustain the jobs we have.
And then looking at the export market, how do you think this new vehicle, the heavy and the light commercial vehicle, will fare, in your export trade into Africa?
Our African business is doing very well. Last year we exceeded our budget by 32%, and our ambition is currently the rest of the African business contributes about 20% of our business. Our dream is by next year to contribute 45%, and that huge growth is because we are servicing the markets better. I think the big opportunity in Africa lies in the intra-African trade. Currently, I mean, if you talk to economists, they will tell you there is 18% intra-African trade. And if you were to increase it by 5% per annum, within 5 years you would have doubled it. And to us, that's where we see the big benefit in that intra-African trade.
Mr. Tom, thank you so much for your time. That was CEO of Isuzu, Mr. Bali Tom, just telling us that the new D-MAX and the new production line is the new technology they're using is a lot greener, it's a lot safer, and according to the employees, it's a lot easier to build. The export trades, as Mr. Tom said, are expected to increase, and they've set these goals for themselves, and they hopefully they will be attainable and that they will attain it. Isuzu sticking to their slogan, with you for the long run. But for now, from me, Kim Daniels, and my colleague Gqeberha-based, it's back to you in studio.